Look, guys, it's January 3rd, Sunday, 2021. Are y'all ready? I went to Walmart, me and Kimmy, and look what I saw. The Bane Batman Spin Master Mototank, man. Bane vs. Batman Mototank. And this one though, this one didn't come with a bunch of accessories like most of them. This one came with just two, but the price was only $11.70. $11.70. Unheard of. Everybody's saying $20, $25, $30, but $11.70 just for the lack of accessories. She's never seen a price like that at Walmart. So we're saying this is some kind of fluke. And Spin Master's obviously shipping them out to, wrong places, gladly, to the wrong / right places. So I think I got this early by accident. But we also got in the mail the Superman versus Darkseid 2-pack. This bad boy is going to be sick because why I'm glad these guys came, first of all, you can't get this in America. This is only Europe, Canada, and Mexico for some strange reason. Nobody likes us anymore. So, yeah, he comes with the metallic, and Darkseid's a big deal. But what was fake, right? What was weird, because we were expecting this Monday, and it came Saturday. But what was weird is we ironically get Batman's Darkseid and Superman's Bane. Like these are the same person for each hero, basically. What Bane is the Batman is what Darkseid is the Superman. So I find that very ironic and very poetic. So we're gonna open these at the same time, but we're gonna mainly title it the Batman vs. Bane. Because that's what everybody's anticipating. Because I'm pretty sure everybody picked this up already overseas already. But we'll be right back. How you guys doing? I was just talking to Ken. We just talking mess to each other. But now that we're back, we're gonna get into these figures. And man, are these guys no funny stuff. Gorgeous. Like in every way. Let's put them down here for the camera to see these studs. So this is what you can keep the camera right there. But this is what I like to call pre-new 52 size Darkseid. But they gave him his new 52 design, his new design with his old size and scale, which is dope because he's still powerful. Actually, he might be even more powerful when he was smaller as an avatar, because this is an avatar form, because he's like a spiritual, like demon being or whatever. A lot of people don't know that. But yeah, and I like this Superman a lot. Like this is usually what he wears when he's by himself, a more shinier outfit, which makes sense because he just came with Darkseid. I like how they signify that it's not just a Justice League villain, it's mainly a Superman villain. But since he's the leader, of course he would be a Justice League villain. Yeah, let me spin him around for y'all. Sorry about that. Look at him. Look at them. Look at these studs right here. Reminds me of Batman the Animated Series scale. Superman and Batman the Animated Series. Like this was his this was how big Darkseid was compared to Superman. So here, let me get these guys accessories. So we're gonna start with Superman, aka Kal-El. Yes, he comes with his heat vision, which is sick. I'm trying to see, is this the right way? No, this looks like it's the right way. Right? And I'm just gonna put that on here like that. Like that. I know maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to mess the hair up. I don't want to mess that up either. Man, these things are funny. Wow. This is a nice Superman figure. I can't get over how nice it looks. Well, his heat vision right there. I'm just gonna put on. I ain't trying to mess up his hair, because it actually came out pretty decent. But you put it over his head, you know the drill. The heat vision. You know, the kryptonite, which he shouldn't hold. It obviously, I see a lot of reviewers talking about it comes with kryptonite, which doesn't make sense. I'm like, dude, he's Superman. Like, with this line, how many people can beat him? You know, so far the only people who can stand up to him is literally just this guy. You know, even with the Bane, like, you know, Bane ain't nowhere near Superman's level, not even Aquaman's level. So, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So he has to come with a form of kryptonite, but I like this form because just like this, and just like the Superman, the effects are the same, but just shinier. Has a shinier tint to it, and even the armor, the Kryptonian armor he comes with, it's obviously a nod to the Snyder Man of Steel, but yeah, has a shine to it. So this is a good Superman. This is like the Superman figure. And so I'm definitely not trying to mess his head sculpt up. And this is Darkseid's utilities. This is what we're getting with the card. You know, we already seen these packages with the missions and stuff, so that's old. Remember, this came out in January of last year, so this was a new thing. But everyone got it except for us. You know, Europe, Canada, Mexico, nobody likes us. So, anymore. So, Superman, Darkseid, card. I cut out of the box. And now, we're going to get to these accessories. Kal-El, you have met your match, and you will be eliminated. I don't know who voiced that. Man, whoever voiced the guy from Superman animated series, Darkseid and Justice League, was the man. Like, he was so menacing. His voice was menacing. You know what I mean? And then he was too, as who he was. That's pretty sick. Even though it looks weird, like most people say, still like it. Looks goofy because it's supposed to be like this. It's not like this, but hey, I'm not complaining. At least it came with something. You know, his Omega Beam shouldn't mess up his paint job. He really doesn't have much of a paint job, but his head. Hopefully they made his thing more flexible. Maybe I have to heat that up and make that more flexible. But Superman's came more hard, no pun intended. So yeah, look at that. It's cool. Look at that. He's coming to kill everybody on Earth. Excuse me, kids. But he's coming to wreak havoc. I mean, jeez Louise. Wait, let me put his his Omega sword in his hand. That's what it is. Omega Beam, Omega sword. He made this with his man, his hand's so tight you can't even put it in. I mean, is this? Yeah, that's left hand, because that's left hand. Oh boy, he can't get that sword in his hand. Can't get it in his hand. It's just one of those things I'm not gonna rush, but
maybe he can only use the weapons in his left hand.
That might be true. Hello. She might have told me something, guys. She might be right. And man, the price is right. Yeah, that hand's for whooping tail. Right here. See that hand? Hand for beating butt. But this hand is for smiting butt. He ain't playing. Thank you, my lovely assistant. Yes, Kal-El, I will wreak havoc on your world and destroy everyone on it in the name of Darkseid. Yes, definitely where it's at. But now we already got to these cosmic bastards right here, because they are. I mean, well, Superman isn't anymore, but you know, there they go. gotta take some pictures later. But good and evil right here at its finest, or one of its finest examples. You get the Batman and the Joker, but this is better. Because this is actually, he's actually evil. He'll kill everybody, you know, he don't care. But yeah, man, very interesting line. And then now we're gonna jump over to the Bane and Batman. Alright guys, this is it. The miracle of the new year for me so far. And Kimmy, since she's a part of this. But more so for me and mostly the guys, the kids. But here we are. The Spin Master, Bane versus Batman. We have Bane, who is the Darkseid equivalent to Superman, who is, you know, same thing, you know. Second most formidable villain. That's the brawn, and that knows the secret identity, but lacks the cunning and the consistency that somebody like the Joker or Lex Luthor provides for Superman and Batman. So, you know, this is, you know, the dark side for Batman, essentially. So it was just poetic that we got him in the same weekend. But yeah, come with this Mototank, which I'm assuming is a cross mix between his Batmobile and his bike, his Bat bike. And man, is that sexy. I mean, can you see? I mean, man. Just imagine you on this thing, Kimmy. With your bathing suit on, girl. You're like, oh, what the heck is that? That thing look crazy. And we were wondering, why does it have tracks on it? But the line entails that the head villain for this series is Mr. Freeze. I thought it was the Riddler and Joker. They're like their Joker war, but that's like a prelude to it. It's, you know, I guess the main villain for the line itself is Mr. Freeze. So this makes sense. So maybe Bane is working with, you know, Mr. Freeze, obviously, and you know, it's like a snowmobile, but you can use it, I guess, you know, in dirt or anywhere. Basically, it's a tank, so it can go anywhere, and it's just awesome. And what I like about this Batman is, before we jump into this Bane figure, because he's just sick, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna sell out. I already saw him online for $37. I ain't even gonna say who did it, because I ain't trying to get him cussed out, you know. So I ain't gonna snitch on him. So, but anyway, this Batman seems to be, like other YouTubers have said, a mix or in between armored Batman and tactical Batman. So, being bulkier than tactical Batman, but less bulkier than armored Batman. So it makes sense. I mean, it's probably his equivalent to like an Azrael suit. So something that can give him extra muscle, but not be too bulky and slow, but also not kill Bane either, because you know that armored Batman is more for fighting metas like, you know, Superman, Wonder Woman, you know, people like that. Even though he would still lose, but yeah, this is like his equivalent for, I'm assuming, Bane, like somebody in like that Spider-Man territory, like early tons, early 1,000-pound range, you know, so he can last and, you know, dish out or take more than he can dish out, essentially. And I wouldn't say more, because he has the tank, and he comes with 2 new accessories, but he comes with more accessories. He comes with new batarangs they're longer, and he comes with like a new grappling hook, similar to Batman animated series, where it's just like a handle. It's like, it's not a gun, but yeah, this is like a gas canister. So yeah. Everybody's called it a rocket launcher. Obviously, he's not gonna have a rocket launcher. He's gonna have like a bat gas canister or some kind of smoke grenades or something like that. Maybe he have one for a bomb, but he's not gonna use it on a person. But you know, it is pushing the boundaries of who he is and what he does and stuff like that. So it is weird a little. And then we have a jetpack right here. I'm gonna put this on him. Looks like something he would give the Nightwing as well. Maybe we can work that out, because this looks like it can be Nightwing's too. You know, because Batman usually gives the bikes to the boys, and he keeps the he usually keeps the Batmobile and the plane for himself. He'll let Nightwing use his oldest sidekick. He'll let him use the plane as well too. Yeah, but I like that a lot. He's ready to fly. See, he's ready to fly away from Bane, and Bane's just outmatched, man. Bane's just outmatched with this on. He's just outdone. I mean, this dude can fly. Smoke grenades. How Bane's supposed to jump at this dude, man? He can't get him. You know what I mean? Like, Batman kind of cheating, but hey, Bane cheating too, because we're gonna get to him now. And this hunk of madness right here, this luchador, this mercenary like luchador right here, who grew up, I think, in a prison in Argentina, forged in darkness. Basically, his dad committed a crime, and it's comics, but his dad died, I think, and his son had to do the time because he didn't have any daughters. But the mom had to go to jail with the son because who had to take care of him? So the mom had to do the time with the son since he wasn't born yet. He was born in prison, raised in prison. It's a crazy story. Kimmy's just not hearing this like, what the what? But they gotta make it extreme. Like, he gotta be the ultimate, toughest thing ever. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah. So, and then anyway, he escapes, and while in the prison, this guy, he's from. I guess he's from here, but he did a crime over there. And then he's like, yeah, man, this guy Batman. He's like, Batman. He said, oh man, he shuts crime down at night. He runs Gotham through fear. He runs it. So he said, oh man, this guy running Gotham through fear, like. Man, he's justice, but he's not, party's like, man, he rose above it, he's controlling, he's doing, I guess, what Bane thinks a man should do, so he breaks out just for that. Like, he didn't feel the need to break out, but he broke out just to fight Batman, and, he's been a villain ever since, and he's one of the main villains, if not the second most main, formidable, personal level villain after the Joker. Joker knows who Bruce Wayne's identity is too, but he just doesn't talk about it. He just ignores that part. But he knows and brings up both sides. Like, he'll call him a rich boy and all this stuff. And it's just a pretty interesting dynamic. He's basically like the anti-hero villain version of Batman, just juiced up on instant steroids, basically. And he's a big deal. So a lot of people are getting this for him, not even for this and the Batman. That's how big of a deal he is. And he's the biggest figure we have in the mix. I'm going to compare him to Darkseid right now. But this is Bane. He has the same points of articulation as all the other big figures, but he has the swivel on the legs. And also, he can move his, up like this, and then he can do a full split. I can see it. I don't want to do it now because I don't want to loosen up the joints. But he can do a full split, as I've seen on other reviews. He has his Venom tank. He usually has one tank, but now he has two. So he's not playing. He's just all the way geared up. He's all the way on steroids, y'all. Instantly. And he has the thing right here, the belt. We can turn on like deep. Or he can turn on here like deep. The guy is he has technology, but his main thing is strength and ferocity. And, that kind of skill, like more like an animal, and Batman's more of like us, perfected, and, it's different. I like what they represent. But if you look at the size comparison to them, he's massive. He's the biggest thing Spin Master has came out with so far. Look at this guy right here. Oh, he's gonna be fun to play with, guys. He's gonna be fun to play with. He's just big as I don't know what. Look at that. And keep it on there. Keep it on there. I'm gonna add Darkseid right here instead of Superman. The little bow legs, you know. Little bow leg. Okay, looking at him right there like this. Ooh, okay. Both the same character but belonging to different villains, basically, essentially. Yes. But yes, this is quite a treat for me and for the figures. They get to have somebody, a real match for them, and just this is overall a good thing. A good thing for the toy industry, a good thing for the kids, a good thing for us nerds. Can't get this guy to stand up to save his or my life. Like, I mean, man. There he goes right there. So, there we go. There you go. They're very close in height, too. They're very close in height. But Bane is just obviously bigger. But Darkseid doesn't matter. Darkseid will toast Bane in one zap of an Omega Beam. So, I mean, size definitely doesn't matter in this situation. But, anywho, attention back on Bane. As you can see, he has the Venom tube that kind of cuts off when he turns his head. But it's funny, at least they got one, which is pretty clever. Little paint missing on the side, but I guess we can fix that with some lime paint or lime Sharpie highlighter maybe or whatever. But, I'm sorry. But, yeah, you see the detail on the side of the tube? Yeah, he's ready to go. See the detail on his mask over here? You see it? Alright, on the belt. I mean, he's just articulated. He just doesn't have that much paint. And he doesn't move that much, but he moves pretty much. And I can see everybody's like, why didn't they give him knees? Because look how top heavy he is, like Kim said. So if he was top heavy like this and his knees, he's not gonna last. It'd be impossible to stand. Like, you know what I mean? So, but I definitely appreciate them for making a Bane figure. Spin Master, thank you, because I mean, Mattel didn't do a Bane figure. They didn't. They did a Bane figure with the 4-inch Batman Arkham Origins Bane or something like that. That was a badass figure. But this is comic accurate, bigger, just as tall, probably a little shorter, just as tall, but just bigger, beefed up on Venom. I don't think he was this origin, so I don't think he was beefed up on Venom. And I think he was because he had the veins, but he just was. This is comic accurate Bane. A modern Bane, obviously, City of Bane type of Bane with the 2 tanks, signifying that this is a Bane from nowadays or one that we didn't even get yet that's yet to come, because I don't think he had 2 tanks yet. So he's badass, man. He's ready to go. Yeah, this is a line that's definitely plans on being around a long time. So I'm just happy to see, everything work out for Spin Master. Congratulations, guys. Oh yeah, and please stop overstocking the shelves with characters we already got. That'll kill y'all pockets eventually. But other than that, make more figures of the ones we really want, and you guys are going to be around for a long time. But this is the Spin Master review on the Bane vs. Batman Mototank review, along with the Superman Darkseid review. That was a overseas exclusive. So it's a blessing. I got blessed with these. We got blessed with these wonderful figures from Spin Master. Oh yeah, and before we go, hey, I gotta go over there. Yeah, well, the tank is not that a ticket. It's not like the bike. It's not like the Batmobile. So I mean, like I said, the main attraction is obviously Bane, but they made you pay for him. But I don't know how he was. And this is proof right here, guys, of how much he was. If you want to zoom in for them, if you can you see it, or you'll have to turn it? Think I make it bigger? Okay. Yep. So we got blessed up with that, yesterday. So that was a blessing. 1170 doesn't make any sense, but I'm not complaining, guys. I'm not complaining. Spin Master done it again, man. And the only other fees we got to get for real You know, up until Mr. Freeze comes out along with Barbara Gordon. I mean, we gotta get those, duh. But you know, the only one necessary is a new Joker mode, which makes sense why they make a new Joker mode, because to separate him from the Riddler, because the Riddler basically took his old mode. And yeah, those are gonna be very exciting to get, very adorable to get. And yeah, Joker, he's like more of a terrorist instead of a gangster. He's like more modernized and more crazy. Got the bomb and his own version of the utility belt, if one of Batman's old ones or his own makeshift one. So he's more dangerous, more wild like that. He's been around, and now the Riddler's around now. So everything's making sense. They got a little, look like they got a little storyline behind everything. So I'm just really appreciative what Spin Master's done. You guys are doing a great job. You know, the kids are gonna love you guys. This is a great way for them to get started in the toy industry. And thank you guys again. See you guys later.